Hey everybody, my name is Boštjan and I'm a developer evangelist at Semaphore. Today I will be talking about CI/CD evolution, ensuring security and overview during rapid growth. Basically, this talk is going to be about what happens when a small team scales up and the need for security and overview of all of your deployments kind of just pops out. So, usually we have a very simple start. So we have a small team, we have a simple deployment process, and everybody has access to everything. And then growth happens. More people come in, more teams, and then your workflows kind of become more complex through time. And we have like this large amount of teams and coordination is needed, and we kind of get the need for security and overview during those times. So we basically start seeing, threats everywhere. And we're going to go through a list of measures now that we can implement in our CI/CD workflows. So first is automated security scanning. So you can use tools like Sonar for that. Then we have code reviews and static analysis. So you need to really enforce code reviews because more eyes can give you better insights into any security threats that you might have inside your code. Then it's secrets management, right? So we need to use technologies like Vault or AWS Secrets Manager in order to store our secrets in a secure manner. The last thing here, at least on the first page of this list, is infrastructure as code security. So basically, resource provisioning also needs to be secure. And if we're using, for instance, Terraform, we can use TFSec for that. Now, we also have container security to think about, right? So basically, we need to have trusted images and they need to be scanned for vulnerabilities. And we can use tools like Docker Bench and Falco for that. Authentication and authorization is also like next on our list. So we need to have strong measures for our deployments. And when we trigger them, we need to have an overview who has permissions to do so. Pipeline orchestration security is also something that follows. So basically, who triggers what, when, and everything that's connected to that. And last but not least, we also have security testing. So this basically is penetration testing. So tools like OWASP or Nessus can help us with that. Now, the third part of this list is also quite long. So we have monitoring and logging. So through monitoring and logging, we can go through our logs and detect if we had any security breaches and when they happened. So we use tooling like Logstash, Kibana, or Prometheus to help us with that. Version control security basically means that we need to have secure practices for branching and merging. Incident response planning. So when we grow bigger, we need to have a plan on what happens if an incident occurs. So this can either be on a production instance, acceptance instance, staging instance, whichever environment you're using. You need to have a plan on what your follow-up looks like. Now, the last one is compliance as code. So basically, compliance checks in your code, you can use inspec for that. Now, the last two are documentation and training and continuous improvement. So these two are more people-based. So documentation and training basically means ensure that development and operation teams are well trained in security practices. And continuous improvement basically means regular review and update your CI/CD security practices. Now, overview basically means an overview of your deployment history. So this really depends on the tooling you're using. So what kind of CI/CD tooling you're using. And it also depends on how your teams coordinate and how your permission schemas are set up. So at Semaphore, we can help you with authentication and authorization, secrets management, pipeline orchestration security, and monitoring and logging. So we have built-in role-based access control and audit trails that can be streamed anywhere securely. Now, a feature that I want to emphasize here is called deployment targets. So this is a feature that helps us monitor all of our deployment environments and our deployment history and which people have access to certain deployments. Now let's check out a quick demo of that. So you can see that this is a recent build over here, and the branch is main. Now this is now selected as our production branch. And right here I have 3 promotions set up, which are basically our final deployments in Semaphore. And we have 3 deployment targets. Now let's see our deployment targets over here. So we have our staging deployment target, acceptance deployment target, and production deployment target. Now, with each of these, we have set up a set of permissions. So we can either set up branches that can trigger these, tags, pull requests, people, or roles. So if we go into details into our staging environment, you can see that we can add credentials to them. We can see who can actually trigger the deployments and the limitations for branches and tags as well. With this, we get like a better overview of all our environments, and we can also check history. So for instance, if I check my acceptance environment and view the full history of it, you can see all of the builds that have been triggered, who triggered them, and when they were triggered. Now, this was basically a very quick demo. So if you want to check out this feature, you can scan this QR code. And I can also ensure you, if you like, go by all of the practices I've mentioned in this talk, that your deployments will be secure. Now, I hope you're enjoying the conference so far, and I hope you'll enjoy the conference after this talk as well. So have a great day, guys. Bye.